the way you get sales nowadays is a lot more easier than way back when niggas actually had to go buy your CD. Now, granted, back then, even back when, there was fucking people who was scamming the system and shit. They're like, I remember hearing this shit. Like at mom and pop stores, they will scan a CD like 3 or 4 times. So instead of that person selling 1 album, he just sold 4. He just sold 5. I remember that was the big, huge thing with CD. And that's as far back as I go, nigga. As far as records and fucking tapes, I don't remember any of that shit. I remember CDs, nigga, but I don't remember anything else. Like, beyond that, I just don't. But I do remember that was a big controversy back then. I used to read all the fucking magazines and shit. It used to be like, oh, mom and pop stores, they get like 1,000 CDs, but then they're scanning like 5,000 units for an album, which makes no sense. The cops just passed me. I always look behind me to see if they U-turn. But yeah, that always used to be a con. So there's, yo, man, as far as, I don't know, man. Let me tell you something. The name of the game is fucking Gabos. I saw that. I'm pretty sure somebody else seen that in a prison interview. In a prison interview, this nigga said, the game ain't based on sympathy, nigga. That's the way I look at it when it comes to the game. The fucking the entertainment industry. As far as music, I'm not talking about acting or any of that shit. But as far as the music entertainment, yo, nigga, everything's a fucking scam with these niggas. I swear to Bob. Now, do I have any proof of it? No. But when people keep talking about this shit over and over, like, yo, you scamming this, scamming, yo, it's fucking ridiculous. You wonder if anything was ever real. You wonder if your favorite artist actually had 100 million fans, or did he really have just 100,000 fans and they just multiplied it? Like right now, to blow up any artist, all you had to do is get them on all the top Instagram blog sites, and you can blow up anybody right now. No matter if their music's good, fucking not, net or whatever. As long as you get a nigga and you have them repost about the top hip hop Instagrams, which is what, like World Star, Shade Room, fucking Academics. Who else is out there? That was like the top 3 and shit. The ones I know at the top of my head. Oh, but you know, then there's like little ones who like their names still ring bells, like Double XL or Source, but they don't got that many followers. But as long as you get those 3, the little people will pick up on it and start reposting and be like, oh, that's the thing it is with journalism. The big ones always determine what the little ones do. If the little ones see the big ones posting some shit, they're gonna go and be like, oh shit, this shit must be big. This is we probably never heard of this. They got something, and they're gonna repost it. Yo, that's the name of the game, man. It's always been like this. As I was growing up, you know, I used to think like, damn, this thing got a lot of it. Now that I look at it, when I see drastic numbers and drastic change in numbers as far as people selling albums, you ever wonder if that artist that you like was as big as you thought it was, or there was just a machine behind them just pumping it up? Because all you have to do, to be honest, to pump up somebody in this day and age, well, first of all, manipulate the sales. Number 2, get them on all the Instagram fucking blog sites for hip hop, which I don't know if that costs money or not. I never gonna know. I know World Star sometimes says like, oh, you want to promote with us, so I'm pretty sure that counts as something or whatever. But yeah, all you have to do is that. And then it, like, from then on, like, it don't really matter. But I'm not talking about hip hop, because that shit happens with all kind of music. There's, you nigga, like, you ever heard of the Grammys? You ever seen niggas who win Best Artist of the Year? You never heard of them until that fucking night? It happens, nigga. There's been plenty of times where there's like, oh, Grammy nominated, Grammy fucking winner, so-and-so gets a Best New Artist, and you never heard of them. Ever. And that just fucking moves them up more in the conversation because they won or because they got nominated. But who the fuck hears of you to even put you up there if nobody really fucking knows you? That's my question. That's the questions I always have. Like, as far as, yo, man, look, nothing is real I believe when something is genuine, I think people just have the itch to just multiply it a little bit more, so they cheat just to make it look a little bit better than what it really is. I think that's just human nature with a lot of people. People just do that regardless. Like, somebody could get like a video with like 10 million views, and they're like, man, if I pay for like 5 million fake views, this will look a little bit better. And they'll probably bring in another 2 million fake views, because this is how the human mind works. If a nigga sees a video with 1,000 views, they already have their first impression of that video. Nigga, this nigga ain't doing shit. Nobody's watching this. What the fuck am I doing here? You see a video that has like 10 million views and a lot of comments, because, you know, you're going to sit back and view that video a little bit more and a little bit with a clearer mind, because you think it's already popular. That's just the way the mind works. Of course not that I'm talking about for a general audience. That's how the general audience minds work. Now, there's some people who love finding that underground shit, love finding that nigga's video with like, what, 5,000 views and fucking, oh shit, this is that new they love that underground shit. But as far as fucking people go, man, that's, nigga, they want to know what's hot and in the moment. They want to know what everybody else is watching. That's just the way it is. So I understand the point of cheating. I've seen plenty of fucking websites and all that shit fucking try to blow it. But then there's other artists, out there who fucking cheat and they still don't fucking pop. Man, even with the cheating though, this is just my opinion. Now I'm gonna get to, and now all this shit sounded really negative right now, but I'm gonna get to the point where I'm not trying to be that negative about this, cause damn, I have mad earwax. I keep the shit in my ear too long. But even with all that cheating, you still have to have something about you to pop. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you do. You could fucking pay for a music video or a video or whatever the fuck you want to have 20 million views. Guess what? You're still not gonna pop unless it's something about you. So there you go. It ain't all about cheating. Because if it was just had to do with money and cheating, niggas would be blowing up every other day, motherfucker. But it's not like that. Niggas don't blow up every day. Niggas actually fucking do something for views or do pay for something, and it doesn't work 90% of the time. 90% of the time. And damn, I got big ass bags under my eyes, nigga. What the fuck? I thought I got enough sleep yesterday. But anyways, back to I'm drinking my coffee while I'm doing it. I'm fucked up right now. It's a big ass cup of coffee. But yeah, back to the point, man. Yo, people just have this thing in them where they normally don't think they're getting lied to. And they just have that mind frame. They be like, oh man, this guy sold this, sold that. And back to my point of selling records, if they base it off what they're basing it off, now it's like, oh, fucking 100 Spotify plays equals 2 album sales or some stupid shit like that. So you're telling me, and I'm pretty sure Apple Music and all that, Pandora, whatever the fuck ever, does the same shit. So you're telling me they're giving you music sales off of somebody with no money just playing your album on Spotify. Playing your album, that doesn't cost any money. Sure, you can pay for a subscription, but nigga, even my ass, I've been doing this for like the past 5 years. I make fucking Spotify accounts all the time, and I haven't paid once yet. I always get those 2-3 month free fucking whatever. Free fucking, what's it called? Trials. Every time. So nigga, I haven't paid for Spotify in like 5 years and shit, and I've had it. I have like the 6-month trial for Apple Music once again. I got a Samsung phone. Fucking, it's like the 3rd time I have it. But back to it. It cost me nothing to play any of this music at all. But you're telling me that equals to a fucking album sale if you play it enough? That's bananas. Right now, at this point, if they're really counting like that, because who fucking knows? Nowadays, it's really easy. Like, because now people don't have to spend a goddamn dime on your music at all. They don't have to spend anything. All they gotta do is click and whatever, and just play your music. That's amazing. that right now is the time to be. But now, shit, it's gonna be a long drawn out because now I like. But now, why? If that's it, why aren't record sales what they used to be back when? Like back in like the 2000s when fucking niggas was selling millions upon millions of albums, and I'm talking about all across the board. I'm not just talking about hip hop. All across the board, niggas were selling millions upon millions of albums. I know Taylor Swift still does it, like, but I don't think she. But I don't think. I know she doesn't do it as big as it was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. I wonder why those numbers have climbed down, even though it's easier access for people to play music and in turn to get record sales off of that. I don't understand. What is the science behind that? That is so fucking weird. When I see any fucking back to rap, when I see any rapper, because that's what I really follow, I'm sorry, and I see they sold like 50,000 units or some shit, or 50,000 album sales, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm like, damn, really? They couldn't get that? They get like 4 million followers on Instagram? Like, what? Yo, man, I don't know what that means, but that happens a lot. Like, I'll never understand why, like, somebody like let's say like Ariana Grande or some shit, has like fucking 30 million followers on Instagram, puts out an album and sells only like 150,000 the first week. I'm like, how does that happen? This is free. You don't have to do anything to make this album pop besides play it, but it still doesn't work. Man, this is just my questions. Like, I want to understand the algorithm, or why. Like, there has to be an answer somewhere as to why this shit doesn't do what it appears to have what it appears that they wanted to have happen, which make record sales easier. Sorry, I'm driving at the same time, and for some reason I like to look at the camera randomly. But yeah, I just want to know that. I'll never understand that, man. Unless nowadays, maybe the music streaming services, they're not receiving anything off of cheating numbers. That could be it. Maybe there's no benefit for them to cheat numbers. Back in the day when you used to cheat mom and pop stores and shit, pay them a little bit extra to scan fucking albums over and over again. Maybe Spotify doesn't need that. Apple Music definitely doesn't need that. There's no reason for them to lie or cheat or anything. Because even with these big brand names and shit, they still don't hit the millions upon millions. Like, there hasn't been an album that's went like diamond in like over a decade. Maybe right now it's just what it is. Like, these are the views, and now we're finally getting to some truth of how many albums somebody actually sells. That's just me.